Welcome to Nerd on Nerd with me, Ellie Kempster.
And me, Liam Underwood. And in this episode, we're talking all about swinging.
Well, specifically about a graphic novel called Swing, which is about swinging.
Yeah, Swing Volume 1. But, you know, we'll get to that. First, it's time for catching up with Ellie and Liam, because we've been busy. I've been busy.
Yeah, Liam has been busy. He's been on holiday. Woo!
Yeah, I went to Dubrovnik. But before we get into that, I will talk about that. But there's a more pressing
No, I sort of
matter.
now don't want you to. I think you should just breeze over it.
There's a pressing matter at hand that I need to talk to you about.
Right.
So, for listeners that aren't aware, I've got a fridge in my kitchen.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, yeah.
And it has High School Musical 2 fridge magnets all over it.
Yeah.
And it's got characters.
Have you only just noticed?
And they've got names. And the names for Taylor and Gabriella had been swapped around.
Yeah, they had.
And I thought, that's unusual. And then I thought, who would have done a thing like that? And then I thought, probably Ellie.
Yeah. I'm impressed that it's taken you this long to notice.
Yeah.
It's been ages.
Yeah. Because
Clearly,
I
Liam,
pointed it
you're
out
not
to...
looking at your High School magnets very much.
No.
High School Musical magnets.
I pointed it out to Kat, and I was like, the thing is... Because she was like, maybe the cleaners knocked them off and just put them back. And I was like, no, because they've been put back like very deliberately. Because the way I've got it, like you've got the names of characters, and then you've got like cutouts of the characters. And I've got it so like the names are, you know, in the correct like association. Like they've been placed in a way where it looks like they're associated with that character.
Yeah.
But two of them had been swapped.
Yep.
And I just noticed. And I thought...
I'm so impressed that it took you this long.
Yeah, I was just like, what's gone on here?
It's such a small thing. It was such a minor thing I did.
Yeah,
and
like,
it's just
when
been
did
sitting
you
there.
do it?
I think it was the last time I was down, and it was I walked into the kitchen, or I think I was waiting for you or something in the kitchen.
Doesn't sound.
The only reason only those two are swapped was because you walked in. I remember being like, I need to do this, and I need to do this now.
Right.
And I did not have a lot of time.
Were there plans to swap more?
I think I probably would have swapped more.
Yeah, I think I might have noticed if more had been swapped.
Exactly.
But the fact that it was
So
literally...
I'm glad it was just the two.
Just Taylor and Gabriella. Yeah. So... I meant to like discuss it with you on the last time we recorded, but I forgot. And then
Convenient.
I wrote
I meant to talk to you about it like the day after it happened, but it's just like slipped my mind until months later.
That's it, like the last time we recorded, it still would have been like absolutely ages.
It would have been. It would have still been a ridiculously long time.
Well, at least that's got to the bottom of that mystery.
How weird would it have been if it wasn't me?
That would have been really weird because...
No one else goes to your house.
Just a cleaner.
Just the cleaner, you and Kat.
Yeah, that is depressingly accurate.
Sorry.
Anyway, I went to Dubrovnik, which is in Croatia. They filmed some of the Game of Thrones King's Landing stuff there. We did a Game of Thrones walking tour and saw like the shooting locations. Like they hold up like a flip book with shots from the show, and then they're like, look, this is the building where this was filmed in. You can tell how it matches up here and here and here. And you're like, oh yeah, this was the... Cool.
So they show you the outside of a building?
Or like, no, because like there's a building you go into, and they're like, okay, so this courtyard scene was shot here. If you kind of stand here, you can literally see like this is where the camera would have been and all this sort of thing.
Got you. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really fun. It's made me want to rewatch Game of Thrones before the last season.
Yeah. I think that's a worthy goal.
Yeah. What else? Really nice weather. I did some sunbathing. I managed to sunburn half of my belly. And also...
I have seen the pictures, listeners. It's pretty wild what Liam's managed to do to himself.
I don't know how I did it.
It looks like... So he showed me the picture.
Yeah.
And then said, does it look like anything?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think so. Like, it just looks like I can't remember. I said something like, oh, it looks like a hand mark or something. Yeah. And then Liam said, doesn't it look a little bit like a penis?
Yeah. Like
and it does, listeners.
I've got a burn on my belly, but then like this little white patch that is a penis. But then the other half of my belly and my chest is also pale and white.
Yeah, so you did a really bad job of putting on sun cream.
I did a brilliant job. I used like a spray.
I mean, Liam, you've got a penis shape burnt into you, or
doesn't make sense.
The outline of a penis. So
does not make sense. But yeah, Dubrovnik's really nice. The hotel we stayed at was nice. But there was like to get into like the old town where all of the like touristy stuff is. It was like a 20-minute bus ride, and the bus stopped like outside the hotel, and it ran every 10 minutes.
Oh, that's
we like never had to wait for a bus. It was always just one there when we got there, which was good. Managed to get cat swimming, which was an achievement.
Yeah,
because for anyone,
does cat not normally swim?
No, she had a bad experience when she was younger, where she nearly drowned in a swimming pool when she was learning as like a child.
Yeah,
and it's put her off. But she swam.
Fair enough. Congratulations, cat.
She got a little bit too like overconfident with the swimming.
Yeah.
Once she figured out she could swim, she was like, "I want to try sea kayaking."
Yeah, that's quite a jump.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
How did the sea kayak? I mean, so on the last episode, I think you spoke about or possibly the one before it.
I went kayaking with my mum because I was like, that's something the cat would never be interested in doing.
Yeah, and you were talking about how nightmarish boats and kayaks are for you, although you had decided that with your mum it was fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over my whole, like, I have bad experience on boats.
Yeah, so effectively you went on a sea kayak, Kat went on a sea kayak.
It was a double.
Oh, okay, you went, right, yeah, you went together.
Yeah.
But you were on a kayak with someone that hates boats and has nearly died multiple times in boats.
Is that me?
And someone who only just learnt to swim.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, cool, that sounds safe.
The person that only just learnt to swim also suffers from seasickness.
Do you get seasick in a kayak?
She did.
Oh.
I'll be honest, we're chalking the sea kayaking up into another bad experience for Liam and boats and water.
Yeah.
It was just hard work. It was really hard work. We were like, so it's a group, and there's like a guide that takes you out.
Yeah.
And we just instantly fell behind with the rest of the group. I don't know why. We just we couldn't get into a rhythm. And obviously the heaviest person has to go at the back. So I'm at the back, and I'm trying to match the way that Kat's paddling to try and get a rhythm. But it never worked. And because Kat's quite small, she gets quite tired easily. So she'd be like, left, right. And I'd be like, oh, cool, okay, I'm getting into the rhythm here. And then she'd be like, and pause for a little break. And it would just completely throw me, way off. It was a nightmare. We got to this little cove, and there you could do, snorkeling and stuff. And I was just, I was exhausted. I was just like, I need to just rest, because we've got a kayak all the way back. And the way back, that's when the seasickness really hit Kat hard. So I was like, okay, just stop paddling. And I had to, basically paddle us the entire way back, single-handedly. It was not a fun, relaxing day.
I mean, I'm enjoying the story.
The best part about it is we weren't the last back.
Oh, that's all right.
Which, the impressive part of that is we were the last to get to the cove when it was both of us trying to paddle. But when it was just me...
You did better.
Yeah. Something was going wrong, and I couldn't figure out what.
That's weird. That's very weird.
Yeah. I think we should try kayaking at some point.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think we'd kayaking. Be able to get into more of a rhythm and get some speed up.
I mean, people have listened to this podcast.
Yeah,
they know what we're like. There's no way me and you are going to paddle in rhythm. It's inevitably, one of us is immediately going to go off beat, the other one's going to get annoyed.
Well, the best thing is, you probably weigh more than me, so you'll go at the back, and I get to set the pace.
Yeah, but I just also won't paddle at the back. I'll just be like, yeah, it's cool. Liam could do it solo. He was really fast when he did it by himself, so I'll let him paddle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work so well if I'm at the front doing it solo. Because the front is really good for steering, but the back is where you really get the propulsion. Right,
well, I mean, we're not going to be going very fucking fast then, are we, with me in the back?
No, not unless we can get into a rhythm. Anyway, Croatia. Food was really nice out there. Weather was really nice. Loads of stray cats around, which was cool because they were just really chill, and you could go and fuss them a little bit, and they'd be like, I like this. Have you got food? No? Alright, just scratch my head a bit, and I'm done with you. And that's what I like about cats.
Exactly.
They're just chill. We did other stuff, but I can't really remember. Oh, we went up, because we were only there for 5 nights, so we didn't... There was stuff that we still wanted to do by the time we'd left, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But we did have a meal at the top of a gondola type thing with a panoramic view and all this sort of stuff, which was nice. But yeah, it was a nice, relaxing holiday. Got to swim in the swimming pool a bit. Oh, I swam in the sea. That was something I haven't done in years.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a normal thing to do on holiday, mate. You were sea kayaking as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why the swimming in the sea is exciting.
I'll be honest, there was one point in the sea kayaking where I was genuinely if I just get out and just push it from the back swimming, it'll be easier. There was also a bit where, at one point, the guy tries to stop you and gather you all together, and he's trying to tell you a little story about the history of Croatia and Dubrovnik and all this shit.
Yeah.
and we're like trying to kayak to where everyone else is, and we're quite far away from the nearest one, and you're meant to all like hold on to each other to kind of keep you all grouped together. And Kat starts leaning over to grab this thing, just completely not realizing how like boats work with weight distribution. I had to like really lean the other way to stop us from tipping over. It was probably the scariest moment.
I mean,
just for like,
did they not get you to like capsize at the beginning?
No,
because that's quite a common like thing.
Yeah, no,
there was
none of that, because there wasn't really like, they didn't really teach you how to kayak. They literally just went.
It was just getting a kayak and come.
Yeah, they were like, here's the paddle and here's like how it should be used.
Yeah,
off you go.
Fair enough.
Because
once you capsize once, you're just like, oh, that's nothing. It's fine.
Yeah, but and we had like life jackets on and shit. But so I went swimming in the sea, and there was a point where, because I'm not the strongest of swimmers, because I think we discussed on the podcast, I only really recently started swimming again, like a few months ago. There's a point where I was just sort of swimming along one of my business and was like, oh, I can't feel the bottom. And there was like a proper sort of like mind over matter moment where I was like, am I going to panic about this? Nah, just carry on. And like the ocean had like a little like sort of cordoned off area, like a really big area. But it was like
where boats aren't allowed in.
Yeah. So I swam all the way over to the like cordoned off bit and then ducked under it and was like, now I'm in the real ocean. And then I ducked back under it and swam back.
Right, okay, cool. You're so brave.
Yeah, there was definitely a part of me that's just like, there could be anything underneath me.
Yeah, that's the thing that freaks me out about the sea. I like the sea.
Yeah.
When you're on a beach, it's alright, because there's lots of people usually.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of open ocean when there's, like,
when
wide
you can't see
ocean.
land.
And there's just, you don't know what's beneath you, and it's thousands of...
fuck
billions
that.
of miles deep, and
Fuck
there's probably Cthulhu's down there.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
The other thing that was weird about swimming in the sea is I had, like, swimming shoes on.
Why?
Because, like, the beach was really rocky.
Okay.
So there were shoes that you could just basically get wet.
I've worn them before.
Yeah, and I've never swam with shoes on before, and it's just like a weird experience.
Yeah, no, it is weird. We did it there was a lake in France when I was a kid. We were on holiday, and the lake was surrounded by these trees that had, caltrops? Like, it's that little metal, like, imagine a pyramid.
Yeah.
A three-sided pyramid, but every tip of the pyramid is a spike sticking out of the centre.
Okay.
That's a caltrop. It's something that you throw on the floor and people can't like follow you.
Yeah,
That's the whole idea of them.
Yeah, I know. Like in video games and stuff, when you're like driving in cars and you're like, chuck those out
they
the back.
throw out caltrops. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like that. This lake had trees all around it, and the seeds were shaped exactly like that with the sharp points. And you couldn't swim in the lake without shoes. They told you not to because they would impale your feet if you tried to touch the bottom. So that was fun.
That doesn't sound good.
They had a water slide that went into that lake.
How was that?
Fun, but there was, every time you went down it, you were like, well, what if my feet don't touch the floor, but my ass does, or any other part of my body?
Yeah, like your head.
Yeah, good times.
Fair enough. That's basically what I've been up to this weekend. We had a really fun experience where Kat's family gave her a second-hand desk that had been dismantled, and they were just like, build it. There's no instructions, and there's no pictures of what it should look like once it's built. So we tried. And we realised that whoever initially built it must have done something wrong, because the way the drawers worked didn't make sense. So, like, imagine a drawer.
Yep.
The stoppers were on the same end as the drawer handle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So something had clearly gone wrong there. So we spent 2 hours trying to build it, figured out that this would never work, and today we took it to the dump, and that was the end of that.
Good.
What have you been up
to? Buy an IKEA desk.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I've said to her, it's her birthday coming up. I'll get her a desk for her birthday.
Oh, wow, wonderful. You're such a considerate boyfriend. I've been up to, Liam. I think I've been to 2 parties in the last 3 weeks.
Party animal.
Yep, just wild, mate.
What were they like?
1 birthday party, 1 just big party.
What is your drink of choice at such a party?
At the birthday party, I was drinking cherry Pepsi Max.
How old was the person?
27.
Why weren't you drinking, like, big girl drinks?
Because we'd gone round, just for a barbecue. It wasn't like a get wankered party.
Oh, okay.
It was just a party. So I was like, I don't particularly want to get drunk. I'd much rather... It was like a 30-minute drive away.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't be asked to pay for an Uber or get a train. I'm quite happy to not drink.
Yeah.
So I'll just go down in my car.
Fair enough.
At the other one, I was drinking rum and coke and cider.
What was the better of the 2 parties?
they were both good for different reasons.
What were the reasons they were good?
One was good because it was like hanging out with your friends, just chilled out, and the other one was good because we got drunk.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I had to go to a work thing this week, and I couldn't drink because I was driving, which just made an excruciating experience more excruciating.
What was it, like a party or just a...
It was a launch. There was some big thing that was being launched, and like one of the like real high up guys was supposed to be there, so they wanted us all to kind of like go and show our faces and stuff. Except the day that he was meant to fly, I think like the day before, he had an ear infection, so he couldn't fly. So it was just an utter waste of time.
Yeah, wow, sounds...
And
shit.
like the thing is, because we're now this like team of teams bullshit, because we've just got like a load of other teams that they've stuck under the same umbrella. Most of the people that I know from my team that I can actually hold a conversation with didn't bother going.
Well, you should have asked them first.
Yeah, I know, that's the mistake I made. I don't really like talking to them unless I have to. I just sort of thought, oh, they'll be there. There was 3 from my team that were there.
Bad times.
Yeah. So what else have you been up to?
Had my hair cut, got it coloured.
What colour? Because I can't really see what colour it is in the light. Is it a different colour?
It's quite dark. It's red-ish.
Isn't that how it normally is?
No.
What's it normally?
Brown.
Oh, okay.
I have dark brown hair.
Oh, okay.
And I got it. The lady was like, oh, yeah, we can like lighten it up. And I was like, cool, do whatever.
Yeah.
You have free reign. I don't know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Haven't you started eating healthy and exercising and all that sort of stuff? We haven't discussed
Yeah,
that
but
yet.
that's like pretty boring because it's just exactly what you'd expect. Well, not what you'd expect because you're expecting me to fail, but
I
it's
am
just...
so expecting you to fail.
Well, I haven't yet.
Yeah, but how long's it been?
Like 3 weeks?
That is, to be
2
fair, how
weeks.
long I gave you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you enjoying it yet?
No.
Oh.
It's just eating healthy. Eating healthy's boring.
What about exercising?
I already do my fucking like hour and a half a day walking, so I'm fine. I don't particularly care to go to the gym.
Yeah. What healthy foods are you eating?
Lots of Slimming World shit.
Oh, so you joined the cult.
Nope, I refuse to join the cult. I'm stealing my mum's handbook and learning it from there, and then just getting her to cook me dinner.
I remember, to be fair, right, this is why I think I might have to like readjust my prediction, because
Yeah.
I gave you 3 weeks under the assumption, because initially you weren't going to do the Slimming World thing, and you were like, I'm just going to cook all my own food and do it myself.
Which I was going to do, but then my
yeah.
mum just was like, "That's just don't be. Why are you spending more money on food?" And then I was like, "That's a fair point. I would like to not spend more money."
Yeah, so that's why I thought it would take you. I thought 3 weeks of you having to like cook for yourself and buy your own food and stuff. I thought by that.
I mean,
point,
I did more than that when I was living in the flat in Battersea.
Not healthy eating.
No, but I cooked all my own food.
Yeah, but it was like pizzas every night.
No, it wasn't. I cooked like a fair amount of proper food.
Okay, but yeah, I think if your mum's helping out and cooking as well, I think that will definitely make it a lot easier. I reckon you'll do. I don't want to say well. I think you'll do adequately at it.
I mean, it's one of those things that's kind of hard to not do well. Like you either do Slimming World or you're not doing Slimming World.
Yeah.
So.
But are you finding like it's making a difference?
Yeah, like mildly.
In
I
what
weighed
way?
myself and had lost weight.
How much?
4 pounds.
That's
That
not
was
bad.
like the first week.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think it does sort of. The first couple of weeks, you find that you lose it quite dramatically, and then it sort of peters out a bit.
Yeah,
it?
that's not that dramatic. £4 seems like a normal amount, so I think I think the first week there were a couple of days where Mum was like, because my brother and sister have both gone to uni this weekend. Like my sister for the first time, my brother for his 3rd year.
Yeah.
So my mum's been quite busy helping my sister sort out all the uni stuff.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of nights where she was like, I haven't managed to go and get Slimming World stuff. Once they're gone, I promise I'll cook more Slimming World stuff. And I was like, it's fine. I'll eat whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just eat healthy at work and then have this meal that's technically not Slimming World.
But I imagine like your mum probably isn't like cooking meals that are ridiculously unhealthy anyway.
No. Yeah, it's nothing like, she doesn't throw down a pizza covered in meat and go, sorry.
Couldn't be bothered, eat it.
It'll be like pasta or something, but
Yeah.
like one of the, like there's cheese in it. And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It won't be like whole grain pasta or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Have you been up to much else?
No, mate. I'm going on holiday in October. That's when I'll come back with all the stories.
Cool. Where are you going?
Portugal, to the Algarves.
What
What's
would the
that?
weather be
Ellie
like?
knows where she's going.
What would the weather be like that time of year?
Quite warm. We've been to
Why were
Portugal
you
before.
just so impressed? Like, so obviously, I can see you on video right now, and you just like a victory
yeah.
pumping of the arms because
I knew where I was going.
Why is that impressive?
There is a story when I used to work with the old team at work, who've all left now, there was a year where we were going on holiday, and the day before I was going, like my last day of work before the holiday, someone was like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I went, I don't know. And they were like, "Right, when are you flying out?" And I was like, "Oh, Monday."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Cool, so you don't know where you're going on holiday?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't need to. Someone else has planned it. I've paid the money. I'm going on holiday. I know it's warm. What else do I need to know?"
That just makes you sound just like utterly useless.
It's not a useless thing. I'm quite happy. Like,
you like the mystery.
You know you can do those holidays. Like, there's that whole thing people do where they just go to the airport and there's that, like, you can get, like, last-minute flights to wherever.
Yeah.
That's, like, my ideal type of holiday.
Why don't you do that
I love the idea of just going somewhere and not knowing where you're going.
The only downside is, it's like, some holidays you do need an element of planning too, like, because you need to know what to pack.
Yeah, the weather part. But that's with those last minute ones. Yeah. It's not like you don't just go, "I'll take whatever you have."
Yeah.
You go to them. "Have you got any last minute ones?"
Yeah, and then they're like, "Yeah, we've got one to the Ukraine," and you're like,
Well, I packed my short shorts, so let's hope that's fine.
So what's the weather going to be like in Portugal?
Probably quite warm.
Nice. How many of you are going?
There's 6 of us.
That should be a fun time.
Yeah.
I was saying to Kat,
all inclusive, which means we can just hang out at the hotel for most of it. We got some stuff planned where we're going to go out for like a day or whatever.
Yeah.
And we usually go out for like we've done all inclusive once, and we go out for like a couple of meals that aren't in the hotel just to sort of get out.
Yeah.
But like all inclusive is a good holiday if you're just going to relax, which is what this is going to be.
Yeah. I quite like because I quite liked, we did hotel days, but then we just went out for a meal at night just to get out. But like the meal we went to would literally be like down the road from the hotel or something.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be like a big adventure.
Yeah, this isn't like a explory, let's go see Portugal holiday. This is just like a let's go away for a week and chill out.
I was saying to Kat, I'd like to do a holiday with like other people, because I think the problem with like with me and Kat is we're good at the relaxing thing, but we have different expectations from like the activity thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice for me to be like, "Oh, I'm going to go do sea kayaking with this person that knows what they're doing," and Kat can be like, "Cool, I'm going to sit by the pool."
Yeah, that's fair.
But we don't know anyone else, like another couple or something to do stuff.
Move closer to us, then you can start hanging out with my friends, and then if you do a good job, Liam, maybe you'll start getting invited on holidays.
We know that won't happen.
No, they'll be like, "I don't like this guy."
That is 100% what will happen, and then you'll be like, "Yeah, sorry." Because they'll just be like, "Why?
I convinced him to move closer.
Why did you invite this guy to come hang out?" And you'll be like, "My bad." But yeah, no, to be fair, like it was fun going on holiday with Kat, and she did try hard with the sea kayaking. I want to make that clear. She just also failed.
What a backhanded compliment!
I was telling someone about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and then she got seasick, and they were like, "In a kayak," and I was like, "Who knew?" Because I
mean, it's weird. I don't think I've ever, because the whole point, like seasickness is when your body like doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like that's the idea, right? Is
to be fair,
waves and stuff, and your body's just like, whoa. If you're in a kayak, you're like in control.
Yeah. To be fair, we got to a point where some of the waves were pretty choppy, and it was in my head it was like being on like a small little roller coaster ride, because it was some dips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I get seasick or not. I know I have in the past, but I don't know if I still do because I've avoided boats for so long.
I used to as a kid, and I now don't get any sort of travel sick. I trained myself. I used to get car sick, and then because I loved reading so much, I used to read in the car.
Yeah, same.
And I would just do it for hours, get really ill, stop and stare out the window, then start reading again. So I think I trained. My body has just sort of given up and gone, well, fuck it. It doesn't work when we feel sick, so it's not.
Yeah, Kat still gets car sick, particularly if she sits in the back seat.
Yeah, supposedly the front seat's much better for car sickness.
She can like see out the window and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
But then she'll be like, "Oh, I'm feeling car sick," and I'll look over and she'll be on her phone like scrolling through Twitter, and I'm like,
and you're like, "Yeah, well, that's the reason."
Yeah.
Solved it.
Problem solved. If Kat's listening, hi.